Sorry, everybody. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Sorry about that. Filling in for Rob. He's just he's not feeling so well. His throat's a little fucked, he said. So I'm here to help everybody, and I'm here to fill in, man. Welcome in, everybody. Anybody who had Derrick Henry, man, holy hell. I mean, that was an all-time performance, man. I mean, that's next level stuff. I mean, it really is. I have a buddy that's been playing fantasy for 23 years, and he won. He'll be soon, but he should end up winning his first championship this game. So Joe Blacko, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to ask him. He might just who knows? I mean, he might have went after Tucker Kraft just to try to give him a little holiday, cheer up, but who knows? But yeah, Joe Blacko, thoughts on Malik Willis to the Colts? I mean, that's honestly, why wouldn't they? Because with the Achilles injury and how bad Daniels is hurt, and for also how the amount of money they're going to have to give him. I mean, it'd be worth it in my eyes to trade and give some sort of draft pick to get him and pay him a lot less money than they'll have to pay Daniel Jones. It's a lot more risk, but there's also a lot of risk going with Daniel Jones. So, Wild Bandit, yeah. Ray almost played Hendo over Henry. Oh my God. Thank God he did, my man. That would have been. I'll admit that if you would have done that, that would have. I mean, unless Hendo went for at least. If you would have won with Hendo getting like a 30 burger plus, it'd been okay. But if you no matter what, if you would have lost without Henry, which I'm sure you probably would, maybe not would have for sure, but it wouldn't have helped anything. Obviously, I'm glad that you didn't, because that was a great call. Because the Packers defense is just, the Packers in general, they're just not looking good right now, man. I mean, bear down, baby, win the division. Yeah, what's up, Mark? But yeah, I mean, honestly, with what happened today, I mean that the first game, it was a lot more interesting than I even anticipated, to be honest, because there was. With that game, there was a lot that in the beginning, I don't know, just throughout going through it, I just figured in general that it would have been not as. I think it would have. I thought it would have been worse, to be honest, just because I can't believe that the Chargers were able to stick into that game, because to be honest, the Texans looked like they're going to blow it out of the water. They're up 14-0. I mean, dude, I thought that CJ Stroud was ready to have a Derrick Henry type day. Like he had was it 4 for 4, 162 yards and 2 touchdowns with 2 40+ yard touchdowns. Like, that's absolutely insanity. Like, just to begin right off the bat, 14-0. Like, you had CJ Stroud, and if you are in a deeper league and start Jade Higgins having that touchdown right off the bat, I mean, you were feeling real good. But yeah, Jay Moore, bear down. Congrats, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean. I would think I was born in 91, really started watching, pay attention to the Bears in the late 90s. And I would say that they won the division maybe with this one, like 5 or 6 times in 20+ years, 26 years. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't this thing go down? No, not that one. Rob, I'm not. Rob's going to tell me I can't see all this stuff on here. I want to see. This thing's rammy, boys. Yeah, sorry, Rob. Honestly, I can't. This thing's not scrolling down for me for whatever reason, so I can't see everything I want to see. But anyways, so Band's asking me thoughts on the Bears' chances in the playoffs. Is the sky the limit? No. I mean, I wouldn't say the sky's the limit, to be honest. I mean, I'll put it this way: the whole NFL is still wide open. It really is. Um, I mean, if anybody wants to have an argument for any team, you can make the argument. Now, there are teams that are better off with injuries and with just experience and more experienced teams and players and coaching. Somebody like the LA Rams. Now, I understand that Devontae Adams isn't playing this week, which is going to screw me in one of my leagues, but I think they're doing that though to be safe because they want him healthy. Because at this point, depending what happens, they could still be in the spot to get the first. If the Seahawks lose, they still can get the first round bye. But even so, just giving him more time to get him healthy. But I would say that the Bears, that with being in the division, that means they get a home game. Here's the thing: they might play the Packers again. And if that happens, holy hell, dude, like that would be everybody thought that the game that happened, this past game was big in the playoffs. I mean, that would be next level. So, I mean, I think they can make it to the NFC Championship game. I don't know if they can get farther than that to the Super Bowl, but I think they should be able to win at least one playoff game, especially now that they secured one home playoff game. What position would you like the Bears to target in the upcoming draft? Oh, definitely need to be defense, pass rushing. The pass rush for the Bears D line right now, because that's the one thing. Like, if you guys could see all my chats with my buddies and everything, they are all so pissed off that the Bears are good right now. So the fact that Ryan Poles, the Bears GM, did not address the defensive line pass rush as much as people thought that they should have, especially now because it's a very glaring problem for us. I think that's going to be the major thing. To be honest, everybody, look out for the Bears to try to make a major move with trading draft picks and stuff like that to try to get somebody like Myles Garrett, Max Crosby. If anybody saw what happened with Max Crosby, he is extremely pissed off with them in Vegas right now. And adding him to the Bears, Myles Garrett to the Bears, now I would think it'd probably take a little bit more with Myles Garrett, just based on what he's doing right now, and he's about to break the record. But I still would say that the Bears need defense, and that's the main thing that they really need. They can always use more O-line depth. Everything in depth. Like all the major positions, so the trenches. Defensive back. But the thing is with the Bears, there's been a lot of defensive back injuries, so they'll get a lot of DBs that were lower level DBs back for the new year. So I think definitely D-line will be the one they need to do. So Big Ray, what do you think about the ultimate tank game, Raiders versus Giants? Who's going to end up with that first pick? Well, like I said, the Raiders, they literally hung up two of their best players, Max Crosby and also who's the other guy that they hung up? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. They hung up two of their top guys, and Max Crosby was one. That's why I was just bringing up why they're pissed, he's pissed off with them. So at this point, I really do think that it's. I mean, and plus Jackson Dart's playing, so I do think that it's going to end up being. I do think it's going to end up being the Vikings will. Or I'm sorry, the Raiders will end up losing that one because they're purposely tanking with that. Yeah, Michael Goldfield for sure, man. Like vintage. I mean, that's even this is a Mount Rushmore performance from him today. 215 yards and 4 touchdowns, unreal. Yeah, Trey Henderson of the Bears, Jay Moore would also be very nice. That's another thing that very well could happen. Let's see. Thank you, Mark. Love you, Big Ray. Good to see you holding down the fort. I'm here to help out everybody. I'm here to try to do the best for us, man. I'm trying to get us some comfort for tomorrow and get us some money. And then anybody who's there. Brock Bowers. Yeah, oh, thank you. Yes, Brock Bowers. That's the other one. It's fuck everybody who had, I don't have any Brock Bowers, but anybody who did, fuck yes, right? Thank you. Even if to be honest, I have a feeling if they were in a better position to try to make the playoffs, he would probably end up playing. That's just my gut, but I mean, what the hell do I know? I'm the Ray, but I still they're purposely tanking. So going back to the tank question for the shit bowl tomorrow, it's gonna be. I just think that the right now the Vegas Raiders are trying to purposely win that game. So Michael, I am projected 85% to win because of Henry. Do I play it safe and play strange, or roll the dice with Kittle and possibly start Tunges? I would start Tunges. Kittle, it really sounds like Kittle's. I mean, okay, here's the thing. They haven't ruled him out by, but the thing is he hasn't practiced all week. So you just use that to your discretion. I mean, I'm sure that's why you're asking me this. I would just play Tunges, man. I mean, well, whoever plays, just play Kittle play Kittle. And otherwise just play Tunges. But if you're 85%, and they're going to, honestly, no, just play strange because they're going to be at Indy. Indy's now out of the playoffs. Jacksonville still needed to fight for that first overall seed, so they need to beat down Indy. So I would go with strange. Drake London and Waddle, Bandit. Man. I'm just gonna go. That is. I'm just gonna go London. I know he didn't look really good this last game that he was just on, but he's still. Well, I know he's questionable. Draws knee. So he had. Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, 4 points. I would just go Waddle. Because Waddle has had some decent run right lately. God. So it's like 16, 3, and 10. And London had 4 his first game back. So just use your discretion. I would just probably go Waddle just because at this point, we know he's healthy and he has at least a role. Myers, Michael Wilson, Alec Pierce, pick up to start. Appreciate your input. What's up, sports Jazz fan? So Michael Wilson for sure, and Myers. I would go Jacoby Myers because he's. I mean, here's the thing. Michael Wilson for sure. I'll put it this way. If you want the safer play, I would go Jacoby Myers. If you want the more higher play, I'd go Alec Pierce because Pierce, he's had 2 of 3 good games. Now technically they're out of it now. So that might be leaning into a thing. The Jaguars aren't. So I might just lean Myers on that end. What's up, LMQ711? Hey man, full flex PPR, Burden, Tracy, or Brees. Thanks. Full PPR. I would go. I would say, and this is really crazy to say, but honestly, I need to look real quick what Brees has done in the last couple weeks, but it might be, I might be leaning Tracy. Let's see here. Brees. Yeah, Brees has done 4, 4, and 7. So I wouldn't be trusting it. I know Tracy's had a good game. Couple games here. Yeah, Trace. So I mean, I would go. Burden's playing. I'm gonna go Burden just because. No, I'm gonna go Tracy. It's full PPR. God damn it. Sorry, I'm just keep thinking in my head. I'm still gonna go with Tracy because I know he's the running back 1, and they're going against Vegas. The Bears are they're going on the road, going against San Francisco, and he's coming back, from his first game being healthy. So sorry, I'm just gonna go Tracy on that one. So Jay Moore leaning towards starting Burden Sunday night thoughts. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. Like I said, I was just telling him with this last one. Like I really don't hate the play. Because again, that Rome, I'm pretty positive Rome's not playing. There is some sickness going through the Bears locker room right now. I don't think Burns included with that, so he should be a-okay with that. So right now, I still think that like with him coming back, and he's been full participant as far as I've seen, so it doesn't seem like he'll just be like limited for his coming back to limit on snaps. So I really do think that he should be. I would, but if you're asking me like a full PPR ranking, I would say somewhere of like low end of 30, upwards of like 20. Like that's 20 is being like a pretty good game for him, but I think it could be somewhere of 30 to like 25, but it could be upwards of 20 and it could be, popping into the teens. So Brandon Rose, man, Lamb, Hamon Ross kind of hurt me. Should I start Josh Allen or Purdy? So, yeah, unfortunately, you're not wrong, man. The fact that you have Josh Allen, Lamb, and Amon-Ra, that you would think that pretty good to go, and obviously they didn't. Amon-Ra didn't have a terrible game. Lamb did. So Josh Allen's the answer. The Bears, even though they just won the division, but Ben Johnson has this team locked in. They want to get that first seed if they can. Because right now, the San Francisco 49ers, if they win out, have the lead to the first seed. So if the Bears beat them, and then they being San Francisco, go into Seattle and beat Seattle next week, the Bears will have the number one seed. And that's going to be for the division for them. So they need to win that game. So my point is, I'm going Josh Allen because the Bears are going to be playing harder than I think people will expect. And Josh Allen got you here. Don't get cute. And I guess I will put it this way: you could maybe change your thought if it's no, like not even just I was gonna say 4 to 6 passing ratio, but still go Josh Allen. Who is the better floor for tomorrow, Myers or Wilson? Wilson. Wilson is right now. He's a top, like a definite bottom line top 15 receiver, upwards of top 10. You're playing Wilson. With Hendo playing, should I start McMillan, DJ Moore, Corum, or even Kyle Williams over Stevenson? So, GT, I don't know if this is what your scoring is, if it's full PPR, but if it is full PPR, what I can tell you with Corum is that he has gotten, since week 13, 14, 26, 13.6, and 13.1. So, and they're playing Atlanta. And they need to win because that division, again, like I just talked about with this prior one with the Bears and the Seahawks and 49ers, they need to win this game. So they need to control the ball with Devontae Adams being out. That's also a big red zone major part of their offense that they need that will be out. So I would be going so you just want to start one. It's either DJ Moore or Corum. I mean, obviously, what you just saw with DJ Moore the last couple of weeks, I might be wanting to tell you to lean DJ Moore. I just don't want to. I don't want to sound totally biased by telling you that, but he's gotten 23 and 22 in the last 2 weeks. So I think if you want the safe play Corum. If you want the better play, the upside play DJ Moore. All right, so Michael Goldfield, Loveland, or Tunges if Kittle doesn't play. So I just want to look at Tunges' number real quick because I know Tunges has been pretty good from the looks of it when he's been playing. So let's see. How many targets? They're not. So 2 targets. Yeah, 2 targets. So I know I said he looked good. That's not good. Yeah, I'm just going to go Loveland. Loveland is still, he's ascending. He's been one of the better, and this is not me being biased. Like, he has been one of the better tight ends in the last, so let's see here. Week 9, he had that big game-winning touchdown. So it was 39, 7, 15, 6, 13, 10, 6. So just go Loveland. Just hopefully Kittle plays for you, but I also wouldn't be shocked if Tunges might have a better game, but I wouldn't say it would be like an elite better game. But again, don't come at me if they each have 5 catches for 50 yards and Tunges gets the touchdown and Loveland doesn't, because then that's just the luck. But I would go Loveland because he is just having a better upside connection and everything with Caleb Williams in the last month plus. What's up, Sports Jazz fan? Need a higher ceiling play because Gibbs, Javonte, and Denver D screwed me over on Christmas, so I'm gambling with my last few starts. Needing the upside. Also starting Brissett over Hurts too. So I'm who are you trying to start here? Screw me over, Chris. I'm gambling. Yeah, put some options in there so I can try to help you out there. GT, appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys helping out and supporting the channel. Hey, man, if you guys give us give us 5 super chats here, I'll do a chug. So see Red get greasy and downright dirty as normal. Let's see here. Bandit. All right, so DJ Moore or Jacoby Myers, they were very close in projections and both have nice matchups. So again, like I just said, DJ Moore has had over 20 points in full PPR the last 2 weeks. He looks like with Roma Dunze being out, he seems to be stepping into that role to be able to help out with that. So with Myers, just want to see. I know he's had some good weeks here. Let's see what he's done the last few months. So that's the thing, is to where Myers had a more consistent run from week 11 has gone 11, 15, 21, 15, 12, 8. Where, like I said, DJ Moore, he was not that good for as long, but he's had a much better current streak. So I think if you want the higher upside play, you're going DJ Moore. If you want that safer play, I would go Jacoby Myers. Now, because here's the thing, like I said earlier, with the Jaguars, they're going to be at Indy, and Indy's out, but it might be a tougher game than people think. But the Indy's just trash, obviously. Not trash, but they have that much of a meltdown. I know injuries clearly made a major factor into that, but it's still I would just, like I said, you want the higher upside DJ Moore, go to the floor, Jacoby Myers. Flex Jay Downs or Parker Washington. I'll go Parker Washington. He had a great game last week, and like I said, Indy's they're just spiraling down the toilet. So I would just say that. But here's the thing. Again, that's the higher upside play. Jay Downs. Let me see what he's done the last couple weeks, because I was saying, what I'm trying to say is that with Philip Rivers, be able to dump it off to him. Yeah, he's had 2 straight double, just 10 and 11. So again, same answer. I know it's not great, but if you need the more safer floor, I go Jay Downs. Parker Washington will give you the more higher upside, because he did it last week. He had a good game. He's shown it this year. Plus Indy's just bad, but it could get to the point to where Jaguars are killing Indy, so Indy needs to pass it. So then Jay Downs could get just a bunch of dump off passes and get you a solid 15-point game. So Henry projected on Prize Picks today was 16.5 carries. Wow. Yeah, here's the thing: is that like the last few games they haven't really been. I think it said. I think I saw the stats that they haven't given him a carry in the fourth quarter, the last 2 games or something like that. Which I mean, I ain't no freaking genius here, everybody, but that's just ridiculous. But yeah, so I mean, I would have pounded that just because the Packers, are injury prone. Not injury prone, but they're injury ridden. They're spiraling a bit, not crazily, but yeah, it's that's crazy though, because I mean, if you made that bet, you fucking killed it. Another league I'm considering: Mayfield over Hurts, rain and wind in Buffalo Sunday, and Tampa Bay is overdue for a banger. So, yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, I really do, because obviously, to your point, with their due, that's a whole thing to where you don't want to miss out on the boat. But at the same time, it's one of those things to where they just haven't they haven't showed it to us. I mean, they have showed it to us, but it feels like it's just been so long in the making to get us there. And yeah, I mean, damn, that's yeah, I mean, Mayfield has been playing a bit better at least. But Buffalo's defense is trash. So I'll just leave it I'll leave it with that. Um I know Miami though, at Miami, and but Miami's just been playing a bit better. So I would put it this way: if it's 6 passing, I'd go Mayfield. If it's 4 passing, I would go Jalen Hurts. That's hard, man. Big dog, Pittman or Pierce. So half PPR, I would go Pierce. Full PPR, I'd go Pittman. But let me just give you a more accurate answer here. Pittman, what the hell have you done here lately? So 17, 5, and 7. And he's at 12, 5, 5 targets. And I know Pierce has had way better than that. $13, 2, 24 with 8, 1, and 4. So again, I guess like I said, I would just stick with what I said before: is that the full PPR go Pittman, the half PPR go Pierce. But if you need the high upside, you're going Pierce. Sports. Oh, sorry. Okay. I think yeah, you're talking about the higher upside. Yeah. If you need the higher upside, I would definitely go Pierce. Yeah. Uh, yep. Yeah. You got it, man. Yeah. I appreciate you appreciate you watching and giving us support. But yeah, what you put out is, yeah, I would say, like I said, the upside, you're going Pierce. You want the lower floor, you go Myers. That's for sure. Sports Jazz fan. What up, Steve? My picks for each game this week. So for tomorrow, let's see here. So I'm gonna pick the Bears. I'm going on the road. Steelers should win at Cleveland. Patriots should kill the Jets. Saints should win that game as well at Tennessee. Jacksonville will win the game at Colts. I think the Buccaneers should win at Dolphins. Now the Seahawks and Panthers game will be a really good game. I mean, it should be obvious that the Seahawks will win, but that might be a game where that might be a trap game that people might get lost into and potentially lose, because let's see, what's the line for this damn game? 7.5 minus 7.5 for Seahawks. So yeah, that very well might be a trap game, because the Panthers have beaten some damn good teams this year, and they're at home where they've done good. So, and they beat the Packers on at Green Bay. So, Bengals at home against Cardinals, they should kill them. And then the shit bowl of the Giants and the Raiders, I'm gonna go the Giants. And then Bills Eagles, I'm gonna go Bills at home. So that's just me just Spitfiring through it, Steve-O. Psycho Steve. All right, Mr. Goldfield. I had Henry on my team in the championship today against the same guy who knocked me out in another league with Puka. Feeling good right now. Dude, I hope that the league that you beat him in, or that you beat him in, that's the higher winnings. So then at that point, he could try to sit there and say, well, we even though we're 1-1, but I won more money. And especially if you beat him better than he beat you. I mean, we'll see, obviously, because Puka it should be even, evenly killing you guys, each other. But that's awesome, dude. That's pretty crazy, to be honest. Like, that the odds of the whole year rolled out that you two played each other in separate league or in both leagues. And one league you had Puka and one you had Derrick Henry. That's absolutely insanity because those are both all-time fantasy football championship performances. Small league, Kyron Williams or Travis Etienne? Travis Etienne, man. I mean, let me just look up his last couple of weeks here, but Travis Etienne, I know I was talking trash about this guy for most of the year, and he's making me eat my words. It's not even in question. It's Travis Etienne. I know Kyron Williams is a decent floor, but not Bucky. I'm thinking Bucky, but Blake Corum has had a lot of run, and he's been real big ass thorn and Kyron Williams' side. And I would know because I Williams in 2 out of my 4 leagues and 2 out of my 3 leagues I made the playoffs in, and I was screaming bloody murder like I'm a fucking psychopath when they were giving the handoffs to Blake Corum on the 1-yard line last week. So that's not going to happen with Etienne as much because I'm pretty sure Tootin is out this week. So let me just look that up to double check real quick. Tootin. Yeah, Tootin is out. So yeah, it's even double. Like, dude, Etienne could give you a top 5 performance this week. What up, MVP Phantoms? Hashtag get red. Love you, everybody. I appreciate the support. We all appreciate it. Yeah, Bandit. So I'm in 4 leagues. I made the playoffs in 3, and I'm in the championship in 1. The one is in one of the 2 leagues I'm in with Rob, and Rob didn't make the playoffs. He had a bit of a choke job at the end of the year. But, yeah, I mean, the buddy I'm going against, he's got Stevenson and Kittle, and now with Hendy playing and Kittle might not play, he's not feeling so good. So, I still got Stafford, JSN, Olave, Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Pitts. So I should be good to go. So yeah, I should be hoping to win one of my home leagues that one of my best friends are in, including Rob. So some good gloating time, hopefully with the trophy as well. And I will definitely be giving you guys the nice picture of that if and when I can lock that up. I hope. Oh yeah, locking up the division, baby. Fuck Green Bay. Fuck Green Bay. Yeah, I mean it's I know it's cringy, but I it's one of those things, everybody, like, if you're not a Bears fan, this shit doesn't happen very often at all. As I'm sure you damn well know, just being an NFL fan, you damn well know that how terrible the Bears have been over the years. So with all the happiness that's happening right now, Chicago and all Bears fans are ecstatic right now. So I mean, we're gonna ride this high until tomorrow night. Hopefully, get a good win on the road and still fight for that number 1 seed. I mean, I'm grateful to be winning the division, get a home playoff game, but hell, if we can get the whole number 1 seed locked up and get everything going within Chicago with our home field advantage, with the weather and everything, it can go a long way. What up, MVP? Oh yeah, dude. Well, MVP. If he watched our channel and would have asked the Ray, I would have told him, don't fucking do that, because there was a reason he didn't play much last week, and I'm sorry, like, that was just a diversion against the Bears. Clearly didn't work, and they were now just playing for their playoff lives, and Derrick Henry, King Henry, had other plans by destroying them. So, yeah, wasn't a smart move. I mean, you know, be honest, man, if he didn't have any better options, I mean, I'd still would have played Josh Jacobs too, but there had to have been some way or another that he could have played. But you know, good for you, man. Good for you. That means one step closer. What up, Chad? Yo, I got questions. Well, put them in and I'll give you your questions, my man. Here, dear ones. Yep, help me out. Got Tyler Shuck and Taysom Hill in an IDP league. My opponent had Henry. Could play Hill in the tight end spot. This is for the championship. I put in Darnold and AJ Barner instead of Shuck and Hill. I don't know if I would do that, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure that New Orleans is playing. Yeah, they're at Tennessee, bro. Yeah, no, I would be personally playing. Maybe I'd be playing AJ Barner over Taysom Hill. I mean, maybe. Let's see, Taysom Hill full PPR. See the 16 last week, and where is the other guys here? AJ Barner. So AJ Barner had 15 points last week as well. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty good toss up. But I mean, so I would say I would play because Darnold has been seeing ghosts, bro. I mean, I don't know what's been going on with him, but Tyler Shuck's been good. So I mean, I know you said you made the move already. I mean, I would go the other. I would go Shuck for sure. I would probably play AJ Barner over Taysom Hill, but with Taysom Hill's, you know, his skill set, you know, you can very well make the argument to play him over AJ Barner. But at this point, I don't know. I know it sucks, but I mean, Shuck has just not been. He's been playing a lot better than. So 20, 22, 19, 18, and was Darnold. This isn't a 6 passing touchdown. 3, 26, 11, 26, 23. So you want that's the answer. Then you want the safer play. You know, Shuck, and you go probably. I would say probably Hill with the rushing aspect. But with a more receiving aspect, you can go with AJ Barner. And then also you want the more higher aspect, higher upside play, you go Darnold. So what's up, Tron Force? Nico performed today with 8.7. Need big performances from my guys tomorrow. I have Shuck, Olave, Johnson, triple stack. I'm all in on tomorrow. All right, man. I mean, yeah, I know you said he underperformed. I mean, I guess trying to be honest, bro, if you could like put it in here, like how far much more you're down, you know, than like, you know, for the rest of your game. Like, are you down? Like, did you go against Puka or something like King Henry or something like that? Because dude, triple stacking in the championship game, man. That's just, I know Rob would, if he was on here, I'm sure he would be against that. Because I've asked them that type of things before, especially with the Saints, and that was a double stack with Johnson and Olave, not Shuck, Johnson and Olave. So I know it's a good matchup though. So you got that on your side, and they've been playing a lot better. So that's an all-in. Like you obviously you're gonna win and be happy about it, or you're gonna be asking yourself, what the fuck was I doing for the next 6 to 8 months? So just sort of take that for what it is. But hey, if you got any other options, you know, just that you could play over those other 3, you know, or, you know, some other combination, please let me know and I'll give you my opinion. I'd be more than happy to help you out. But that's, to your point, I don't hate it, but that's just, you're literally 0 to 100 on that one. So just be prepared. Been running the super stack of Brissett, McBride, Wilson, 4 passing TD. Keeping the will to stack or playing Lawrence over Brissett. Oh, I'm going low. I would say you break the. I know you may not like this Chubby Gibbs, but I would say break the trio for this week and go Lawrence over McBride. I'm sorry, Lawrence over Brissett. I apologize. It's just that it's not by much, but Trevor Lawrence has been playing out of his mind his last couple of weeks, and again, they still have not locked. They locked up the division, or not technically, but they're not technically with Houston winning today, but so that's another reason they need to win this game. And he's been playing great. They're indoors. They're at Indy, so they're indoors. I would go, especially with the rushing upside as well. I'd go Lawrence over Brissett for this week. Cycle Steve, AJ Brown, Kyron Williams, Hendy sit 1. So I'm gonna sit Hendy. Steve, I guess if you need AJ Brown, I'm playing no matter what. But if you need the higher upside, I would go Hendy over Williams. But if you need the floor, it's Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams will have the better floor, but they're both splitting time. So that's why you might get the same outcome roughly, within a few points, give or take. But at this point, with how well Blake Corum has been playing, Simmons has been playing pretty well as well, but Hendy has way more explosiveness over Kyron Williams. So that's what I'm saying. If you want the safer floor, I'd go Kyron Williams. If you want the more high upside, I'd go Hendy on that one. In championship, my opponent played Chris Rodriguez. Woof. Well, at least you didn't get billed, right? So your guy that you went against, he fucked up. Corey, Trevor, you fucked up. We got any Trevor Park Boy fans in here. But yeah, hey, that's good for you, man, because that wasn't great. Chad, my backs were CMC and JT. Yeah. Yeah. So I would still go Shuck and your running backs, and then I would. Sorry. So I'm trying to help you out here as much as I can. AJ Barner, how many targets did you get? So he's been still averaging around 6 targets a game the last couple weeks, where he's just he's the jack of all trades. So he had 6 targets last game too, with all the rushing upside. So I would still, Chad, like I said, I would still go Shuck and probably AJ Barner. Also have Cup. Yeah, leave Cup on the bench. I have him in a league. He's done nothing for us, unfortunately. I don't know. Injuries got caught up to him finally, unfortunately. All right, Michael Gold. What's Henry's outlook for next year's draft? Well, I'm going to tell you this. The talk of, is this the year that Derrick Henry's going to fall off, yes or no? This year was a little closer to yes than no than it has been his entire, in the last, at least people have been bringing that up. And I'm talking when people bring that up, that's just people who want to be, ESPN people, just want to be loudmouth, hot take people. But the dude is a specimen, man. The guy's a one of a kind. I think at this point he will be still anywhere from a 2nd to 4th round pick right now. Bengals should have scored plenty, so it's Chase Brown over Hendy, since there is all kinds of uncertainty about Hendo's role. Yeah. 100% Bandit. Yes, sir. What up, Jason? What's up, brother? What's up, Michael? Thank you for the super chat, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Waller or Mayer? I'm gonna go Waller, man. I know with Bowers out. Tampa Bay at Miami. And then Giants at Vegas. So you know what? I'll just go with the guy at home. I mean, especially with Bowers being out, that's a lot of targets. So I'll say the safer person will be Mayer. The higher upside is going to be Waller because Waller has been good when he plays. So that's definitely something that I would definitely consider for sure. What's up, big dog? Barner or Waller? So it's the same thing for what I just said for the last question. Waller, I think, is the higher upside play if you need the higher upside because he can get you anywhere from a possible 15 to 20 plus. Barner can get you that 8 to 15. So that's where, again, if I hate to be so vague with it, but that's really how I feel. Like if I were you and I was down like a lot to Puka or Henry, I'd go Waller. But if you didn't go against those guys and you still having a, you're within range or you're winning, I'd go Barner in the championship round. Yeah. Yeah. Big dog. I'm going, like I just said, I would be going, I'd be going whoever you need. If you're up, I'd go Barner. If you're down, I would go Waller. Michael Wilson has been absolute game changer. Yeah, Michael Gofield for sure, man. It's that was Rob's boy that he's been talking up a lot, man, and he was right about that because he's been a major reason as to why a lot of people are in the championship right now. So, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm happy though because I thought that guy was good when for the past couple of years, just not a bad situation, and just finally this year just matured a little more, got a little more athletic, and then finally had somebody able to pass him the ball, and here we are. MVP Phantom got a flex. Michael Mayer or Parker Washington this week because I lost Bowers as Mayer's. Yeah, Mayer has a safe floor for sure. I mean, because Bowers is. I mean, first off, when I watch those games, there'd be a lot of times that those two would be playing at the same time, and Mayer would catch a ball, and I thought it would be Bowers, but it wouldn't be because of the numbers and their size and they're both white and everything would just confuse. It just would be hard to tell right at that moment. Now, of course, he doesn't have the ups Bowers as his Bowers is clearly a generational talent. But I will say that if you need the safe floor, I'd go Mayer. If you want the higher upside, Parker Washington. Parker Washington has had a great game last week. And again, they need to win this game, and they're going to be at Indy. Indy's out. That could just, to be honest, everybody, I mean, that does go a long way for NFL locker rooms. I mean, that can just bring a lot of morale down. People just not wanting to try as hard and just sort of just, calling it in, what I mean? Just folding the bag in and just being done with it. So, the safer floor is Mayer, the higher upside's Washington. Oh, Rob. What's up, brother? Yeah, what up, Jason? Love you, man. Imagine if Henderson had 37 carries. Yeah, bro. And Bandit, 100%, man. Like, I've been saying this for literally since this whole season began because it's absolutely insane, dude. It's crazy. Like, if they were to do that, how much better they would be. Oof. Now, he doesn't have the body of Derrick Henry to take 37 carries, but give him a solid 20 average of 20 upwards of 25 and a heavy game 30. Damn. It's his burner account, everybody. Mark Twain, Jacobs is a dead to me. Hope you boys were able to dodge him. Yeah, Mark Twain. I didn't have any Jacobs stock this year. And if you would have asked me, I would have told anybody there had to have been a better option than playing him this game because he was hurt as hell last week. They just played him to psych the Bears out, and there was no way for how hurt he was last week. He was going to be good to go for a normal run-of-the-mill game that he's gotten you to this point. But again, the problem is if you don't have a better option, then you weren't not going to play the guy. So there's also that whole aspect of the things with that as well. Campbell, thanks again for the super chat. Mayor, but yeah, I know, Mark. I know, man. I'm with you. I'm saying that is the safer play, though. I mean, it really is. Campbell, that's against me. The answer is Gronk stardom. Yes, 100%. For sure, dude. Definitely. PZ, what up, man? How you doing? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Hopefully if any of you guys right now you had Puka or had Henry, or for the love of God had either or had both of them, and or didn't have the opposite of going against one of them or going against both of them. It's that would be awful. Big dogs fade Vegas. They're going for that first pick. Yeah, I mean they're for sure going for that first pick, but they're going to be down. So that's just going to I understand. Like, here's the thing, a big dog is that, to your point, they're definitely taking for that first pick. That's why they put the IR Bowers and Max Crosby. But at the same time, it's still an NFL game. They are going to have to pass the ball a lot. Bowers is out. It's going to open up for Mayer a lot just to get him a safe play, especially because the tight end position is so volatile. If you need just a safe pick, I think he's a pretty good play this week for just a safe floor. PZ, Sharp or Corum full PPR? Yeah, I'm going Corum, man. I don't know if you heard me earlier. Corum has been on a 4-game streak of over 10 points. They're trying their damnedest to preserve Kyren Williams to make sure that he's healthy for the playoffs. Plus, just on top of it, he's performing extremely well. His averages and all that are very high. He's performing. Plus, they do when they use him, he's not coming out for they're using him for all 3 downs for either of them. Those guys aren't really spelling each other too much. It seems like lately, Sean McVay's picking one of those guys and having them going off and doing that whole drive. So, that's just the thing to where. Now, Charbonnet had a good game. He had 15 or 16 points and half PPR for me last week in a game, or on my bench, of course. But I just think that right now, the Tiny Dancer is just playing a little. He's playing a little too good right now. So, yeah, it's one of those things that. I'm still just going Corum. I'm sorry, he's playing too well right now for a safer floor. So that's just for me. So that's where I'll be going with that. I wish you like the Niners this week. So hello, Dakota Miller. So I mean, as you see, I'm a Bears fan. But to be non-biased, I mean, I would think that there's a big sick bug going through the Bears locker room right now, that there are a decent amount of. Now, when I say key guys, I'm talking like some offensive linemen, some random, players that are important, but now I'm not talking like a Caleb Williams or, anything like that. But nonetheless, there is a bug going through the locker room right now. So I would just say it was the worst of the worst, and those guys are all missing the game. I think they said there was 4 or 5 guys that were sick. I would say that the Niners, because here's the thing, the Niners, like I was just saying earlier, if you didn't see this, Dakota, was that if the Bears was with the Bears winning the division tonight with the Packers losing, the Bears need to win the next 2 games for sure. They can get the first. They could get the first overall seed, because then if they beat the 49ers and then the 49ers go and play the Seahawks next week and they lose, then the Bears will get that. Or even if they win, the Bears have the tie on that. So I think it'll be close. Honestly, I think it's a 50-50 game right now. I mean, if I'm being really honest, I know the Bears are playing high and everything, but they didn't look all that great, last week until the last 2 minutes. The Niners have been looking really good. So I would put it this way. I wouldn't be shocked if the Niners won decently. When I say decently, like 2 touchdowns or something. But I would be shocked, but it wouldn't be like the most daunting thing I've seen. So I would say that they have a pretty decent chance being at home for sure. Manon guy or Rico in the flex? I'm gonna go Rico because Manon guy. But I know that Yeah. God dang it. Big dog. That's a good one, dude. Because there's other there, because here's the thing is like when you have somebody like young guy doesn't really catch the ball that much. He's just more of a ground and pound guy. But um, with Rico, he also he's more involved, but he just hasn't been having as much involvement as we would like. But I'm gonna go Rico. That's tough, big dog, but I'm gonna go Rico. My gut told me to start Corum over Jacobs, but I didn't have the stones. Mark Twain, bro. Well, yeah, man. If you would have asked me, I would have told you, Mark. Mark, I would have told you to do Corum, which I know would have sounded crazy, but like I said last week, the reporter that I heard on the Bears radio in Chicago talking that he would have been shocked if Jacobs played, and Jacobs played, and he barely played. So that means he was just hurt to have the Bears plan for him. And unfortunately, what happened. You know what I mean? Like, and Corum, like I just said, he's had a month straight. I mean, I don't know, like it's a lower floor than Jacobs, but you're still getting a guaranteed 10 points in full PPR. Now, Jacobs wasn't giving you that. So that sucks, man. That really sucks. Because, hey, Mark, here's the thing. Like, I'm not saying you're dumb to do that, dude, because it's like, it's Josh Jacobs. He got you there. It's another week him being healthy. He did start and play last week. So that just sucks because Derrick Henry just told you he was taking over that game, unfortunately. So that sucks, man. That sucks. What up, J Bob? Yes, sir. Running the show, my man. Rob's a little under the weather, so he asked me to hold down the fort, and I told him I wouldn't let him down, let you guys down. So here we are, here to hold it down, my man. Oh, you'll see the day now, man. You'll see the day. Yes, sir. Fly, Eagles, fly, man. We'll see what happens, right? It should be a good game, J Bob. Yeah. So Bandit, that's what I'm pretty sure is what happened. Because like I said, I listen to sports talk radio in Chicagoland all the time, and they had a beat writer from for the Packers on the radio Friday before the game, and they asked him because with all the injuries, and he said that the one he was most worried about was Jacob. Said that for the question tag, he's leaning more towards doubtful than probable, and obviously we saw what happened. That to be honest, he was more hurt than they were leaning on, and then that there's something happened where it just got pulled. His injuries got tweaked more. So I think that really is what led to him not playing as much, like 2-for-1, like he did, like you said. So to be honest, I think they lied, and he got hurt. I think it's a combo of both. Fuck the birds, J Bob. Yeah, he's you know what, Jason, good luck to your boys tomorrow, man. They need to win this for sure. Need a big game. Big dog, where's Rob at? Probably back burying my wife, I bet. She said it was a girl's night out, which is code for blowing Rob. Well, if you roll up a couple comments there, big dog. Rob said, hashtag get ready. He's sick as a dog over here. Hurts to talk, but I'm not gonna speculate. I'll take the man for his word that he's sick, but he's a good man. Rob wouldn't do such a thing. J Bob, because the Packers don't want me to win a 4 consecutive shake my head. Yeah, well, that's why the Bears are here, J Bob. NFC North division champs, J Bob, newly crowned. So we just so it's time, J Bob. Now. Yes, Rob. Hope you feel better, buddy. Need you back, my man. Mark Twain, appreciate it, dude. Yes, Rob, get better, bud. I'm trying my best, everybody. Just trying to hold down the fort for everybody. Doing what I can for you guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I call him Dit Buck Kiss. Yeah, I mean, because he kisses his dick kisses guys' butts. Yeah, I get it. We're talking about Rob, by the way. All right, brother, I got some tough ones for you. All right, lay them on me. Full PPR. All right, big dog. Well, that is a thing, man. I mean, he only needs that 72 yards to get that mill, bro. I mean, that's I personally, I mean, why wouldn't the team and himself? I mean, him himself clearly, but why wouldn't the team want to rally around him to like help him get that too? You know, so that's a good call, dude. I mean, that might be another reason to want to play Rico this week, tomorrow. Easy, yeah. No, Rob's just feeling on a bit of the weather. He's hard for him to talk. He said. I mean, I talked to him on the phone, and he was definitely feeling a bit rough. So he was asking me just to hold it down for you guys and get be able to get you guys questioned in and get you guys some help for tomorrow, since this is this is it. So I'm here to help. Do what I can for you guys. Bill Salvage. I have Kittle start, Taysom, Tunges, or Colston Loveland. High upside, Loveland. Floor, I would go Tunges. I know Taysom had a pretty good game last week, but I'll just put it this way. The guys, how about this? You want a good, better, best? Good, better, best. Your good is going to be Taysom for your just easiest floor. You want a better floor, you go Tunges. You want the highest upside, you're going Loveland. So good, Taysom, better, Tunges, best, Loveland. And use that for your discretion of how your team and for what you need for scoring wise. But Loveland has been one of the better tight ends, in the last month. Not even trying to be biased, just look it up. He's gotten better. Caleb Williams has really had better trust in him lately, going to him for big spots to get first downs. He's got strong hands. He runs good routes. He's good after the catch. So I have Barner, Waller, and Mayer. I don't know what to do. Yeah, big dog. So I'm gonna do the same thing I just did with Phil Savage, bro. It was Phil Salvage, bro. It's gonna be the good, better, best. Your good is gonna be Meyer, your better is Barner, and your best is Waller. So that means your Meyer will be your floor if you just need a decent, like a guaranteed floor of like at least I think the guy should be in a full PPR. He should be good for at least 8 points. Now Barner could be less, so Mayer might be your bet. I would say Mayer or Waller. Waller would be your higher upside. Mayer's your better floor. All right. What's up? What's up, BM? Are we starting up Waddle over M. Wilson? I mean, they have to pass the ball to someone, and they say there is fear they sit Jack's dart mid-game hurt mid-game. That would hurt means Winston gets in. So here's the thing, man. Don't get cute, bro. I'm trying to be like just what you just laid out. That's a very good possibility. We're not just playing a what ifs game. We're playing what ifs in the championship round. I'm not doing that. You have one of the better options in the entire league in Michael Wilson. Again, do not get cute. Just play Michael Wilson. Now, go ahead and come back on here and come at me if Wan'Dale Robinson has an absolute baller game. Like he could. He's clearly done it. You know what I mean? But I'm going Michael Wilson, man. I'm not worried about that. Dakota, eat some Pequods on Pequods on the next stream with Robbie. Yeah, I mean, I've never had that. It's a known thing. I really want to try it. So we would have to, one of us would have to make the trip. We could do that though. I could just go to his house and we could take the train down to Chicago, get it, and bring it back. It can always be a thing. GT, how do you feel about HN going in tomorrow? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's like, oh yeah, guarantee you're going to get a 30 burger out of the guy. But I mean, he's been overly good, like in my expectations, that like a consistent, like getting you like a floor of like 15 and then like a good game of like 30, so he's gotten you here, man. GT, just roll with it, man. Just roll with him. Feel good. Mark Twain, need to shoot for the moon in this tight end pick PPR. So shoot for the moon is going to be Loveland or Waller. And yeah, so Mayer, he's going to have the better floor, but he just doesn't have the explosiveness. Strange, I think he's more of a mid-level, like upwards play. But if you want the more higher end pick, I guess I'll just put it this way: with Roman Dunze being out with the Bears, Loveland has been playing more, and like I said, Caleb Williams has been trusting him more lately. But actually, I'm gonna change. At least I'm still sticking with, like I said, that I can say Loveland's one of the options out of the four. But I'm gonna switch with Strange though, because with them, like I said, they're gonna be on the road in Indy, and that's just the better matchup. But Waller, with Waller, they could be down, so that's where like he could be the more higher end. So I'll go Loveland as a lower high end, and I would say that's Strange. No, I'll go the opposite. I'm sorry. Strange is a lower, more, higher end floor, and then Loveland's is the highest. I might be biased, but I really do think that Loveland's ascending right now. So Strange is as well, though. So that's why I'm saying those two I think are good plays. GT, also, what do we think? Pitt's having another big week. I mean, GT, bro. I have Pitts in my one championship game, so I am praying, hoping, and wanting that to happen. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But what I do know, and what you will probably know by now, is with Kirk Cousins playing, Kyle Pitts has turned it up because Kirk Cousins likes his quarterbacks. So that has been helping quite a bit. So I would say he's at least a double digit. Like I have him in a half PPR game or league. So, I mean, I think a 10-point floor game is like 8 to 10-point floor game for a half PPR is pretty good, expectation, I think. But I will say, everybody, my championship game will be decided Monday night. So, Rob, I will be on Monday night because it's the Rams and Falcons, and I have my Stafford, Kyron Williams, Bijan Robinson, and Kyle Pitts. So my game will be decided Monday night for my championship. But yeah, I'm hoping, man. I think Pitts is a good play this week. I think he's a top 5 pick, so I do think he has a good game again. Tell Rob to pull do a lot of going in bed. Yeah. Yeah. All right, big dog. Calm down, bro. What's up, Ryan? Good name. Are we starting a Wandell over? No, we already did that. Sorry. Why am I down here? Oh, sorry. Ben, I have London going in Monday. Monday night, can you see him being a late scratch? I can play Waddle in case. Yeah, I mean, he could be a late scratch. So yeah, I mean, as long as Bandit that you have like the perfect perfect situation for that dude. Like if exactly what you just asked. If London doesn't play, you have Waddle to play, and Waddle's not a bad play, like especially in that type of situation. So, yeah, you're good to go on that, dude. Is a fellow meat man. What's up, GTs? Fellow meat man, are you a barbecue sauce fan? If so, what kind? Also, barbecue pork over barbecue beef. So, I do like barbecue sauce. I mean, where we're at in the Midwest, in the Chicagoland area, we don't necessarily have like our own. Well, we sort of do. It's like they call it mild sauce. If you guys come to Chicago and go to like Harold's Chicken or like any fried, like a local fried chicken place in Chicago, literally in Chicago, I'm talking about, they have a thing called mild sauce. It's like a variant of barbecue sauce, but I think mostly people here like Texas barbecue sauce, but I like all of them. I like hot and spicy and sweet and spicy. But I do really I like them all, to be honest, because I've come accustomed to Alabama white sauce is delicious. They're like horseradish and garlic. I like the KC barbecue, with a little bit more sweet. Memphis a little more bold. I like the Carolina barbecue because it has that mustard base, so it has a little more twang to it. But yeah, and pour barbecue pork over barbecue beef. Yeah, I'm just more of a steak guy if I'm going to bother. So think Bills over Eagles. Yeah, I mean, Mush Butler. J Bob's not going to like that, but yeah, I do. I mean, I think the Bills need to win this game more than the Eagles, and they're gonna show it on Sunday. So it should be a good game, though. I don't think it's a blowout one way or the other. It should be end up being a good game. You're Mike's Black. Thanks, dude. Yeah, fucking Jimmy, I think was his name. Good stuff. Good stuff. Question: only one wide receiver spot. Who would you start this week? T. Higgins, AJ Brown, or Mike Evans? AJ Brown. Yeah, AJ Brown. But it could be T. Higgins because they're in Arizona. But AJ Brown's is playing a bit better, so is T. Higgins. So I'm going. Here's the thing: I'm going with the number one receiver. AJ Brown's the number one receiver. T. Higgins is not. Oh, Rob Sanford. Yeah, pick up David Sills. His insurance for London. Should play though. Oh, well, GT. Looks like that is the chug number. So let me get that locked and loaded for everybody real quick. As I do that, GT, everybody, we do really appreciate the support, man. Like, we love you guys. Please, subscribe and support the channel. Join the Discord. So I can find the jigger here. Nope. Nope. There it is. Bum, 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 da, da. Ooh, oh my God. Well, while I do this, get this nice good look at Helen. Enjoy. Oh, Helen. And then of course you can get a little Ray in your life. Ooh, look at that. Oh, mama. Sexy. Then there's Rob being sexy himself as well. And of course, everybody, thank you in the Patreon. We do appreciate you guys. Join the Patreon. It's literally everybody. It's a 24/7, just a whole community. It has everything. With fantasy. I know that obviously fantasy's rolling down here, but we'll be doing other bettings. The draft will be coming up soon and then Rob's gonna be starting up his fan track leagues, and he'll be doing all the drafts. So it's going to be a great tool, great community. It's going to be bigger and bigger. We're all in there. So I would definitely highly recommend getting in there because, like I said, it's a growing community, and everybody does. We all love and appreciate each other. So, Pequods and Morton Grove Lincoln Park neighborhood. All right, Rob. I guess that means we're gonna have to make this happen for them. We'll go to Pequod's and get some food. Shug is in progress here in a second. 1 second. Michael Goldfield. What has been the best waiver pickup of the year? So, Michael Wilson would be one. I think Javonte Williams, depending what size league you were in, was one because I picked up him in my 10-man league that I'm in a third place league for. Matthew Stafford in the championship game that I'm in right now, I picked him up. Kyle Pitts in the championship game, I picked him up. Harold Fannin Jr. lately has been a good pickup. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I'm sure there's a lot more, but I mean, that's just right off the top of my head that I can just think of. I mean, those are at least some good ones that I feel like people are in the championship because of right now. Ryan, also same. Also, I have a chance to start T-Law and Burrow over Josh Allen. Trust me, I wish I had a logical reason to start Allen. But they're to start Allen, but they're regardless of everything, Knox and Kincaid found straw. Yeah, so T-Law and Burrow, man. I mean, especially if it's a 6 passing touchdown, that might not be a bad thing, dude. But just don't come back rain to me if Josh Allen kills it and you didn't start him. That's just the only thing I'll say. But I can understand with your reason you just gave. It's a logical reason. All right, Rob and GT. Chug, everybody. Cheers. Merry Ramus, and good luck to everybody tomorrow. All right. Back to our regular programming. Rudy. Steelers or Seahawks D? Seahawks. I know they didn't have a great game last week, but have a much better matchup. I mean, I know they're still at Carolina, but clearly they have, the return skills. Excuse me. But Pittsburgh's at Cleveland. I guess, what, if you need if you're down, like if you're going against one of these guys who had big games and you're down, I would go probably Seahawks because they have that return game upside. But if you want the safer play, I would just go Steelers. Oh, no shots of tequila right now, my friend. Taco! Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. That blows. You didn't play. Yeah, it says I screwed up and didn't play Willis, and the super flex would play Bryce Young, Monungai, Zach Charbonnet, the flex, and at tight end would start. What 2 would you go with? Parkinson, Taysom Hill, Myers, or Waller? So that sucks, bro. I'm sorry you didn't play Willis, because he's definitely been playing pretty damn good. So yeah, you're gonna play Bryce Young. Dude, they're gonna need to pass the ball in that game. So I think he's been playing pretty well. So I would play him. Yeah, no, just go Bryce Young, dude. You go to quarterback. And then the 2, Parkinson, Tim Hill, Myers, or Waller. I would be going Myers and Waller. Oh boy, GT. Yeah. It sounds like a lot of our man. If you guys know what Mad TV was with Michael Keaton Key, or the guy that's on Key and Peele, the taller, lighter skinned guy. When he was in Mad TV, he was Coach Hines. If you guys don't know what that is, go to Google or go to YouTube and type in Coach Hines Mad TV. One shot in your lemonade, not your man gravy. Talking about wanting a piss sample, not his man juice sample. Schofield. Yeah, so Loveland or Strange. I would say so Loveland, I think, will have the better floor just because I think at this point that Caleb has a safe trust in him to help, make a good connection. Especially in big moments, he looks for him. So I would say he's a safer play, but Strange has a better upside because I think that they have a way better chance to score a lot more points in that game. So there's also that. So if you need the upside, go Strange. You need the floor, go Loveland. No problem, Robin. That's what we're here for. We're happy to help. Ryan, no, Jay Winston is clearly not a receiver. This is clearly number one receiver this season, dude. That was one of the funniest, craziest, most absurd plays that I've ever seen, but that was absolutely awesome when he scored that touchdown. That was fucking great. So good. Ryan, should I be concerned about starting Pat's D with injuries on defense that they have out? Would Seahawks be better play? So no, just no. They're playing the Jets. They're the Seahawks have to go play a playoff team, playoff caliber team, and are going to be a divisional winner team. So just go with the way worse team that are just spiraling out of control, which are the Jets. Rico save league's trust in the yes, please, dude. That'd be awesome because dude. That's the thing, Ryan. You're right. I mean, he got everybody a lot, to this time, and now he had to look a little bit of downtime, but dude, if he can give everybody like a quarter of the game that Henry did today, let's win you guys some games. Full PPR, pick one. Godwin, Shakir. K Space. I am going. I'm definitely going. I'm going Godwin, just because they're playing Miami. I understand that. Because here's the thing, is that I've been watching Bay, and it definitely seems that Baker, he still looks and goes for Godwin. Now Shakir is technically the leading receiver on Buffalo, but what the fuck does that even mean? They're more of a running team. So I'd go with the passing. Zach, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. San Francisco elevated tight end off their practice squad today. Do I start Juwan Johnson or wait for Kittle news? And if he's out, pivot to Tunges. I would. Well, I mean, at this point, dude, I would still keep Kittle, and then I would pick up Juwan Johnson just as the backup. I would rather play Johnson over Tunges, I guess, if that makes sense. But if you can't do that, pick up Tunges. But it sounds like you can, or I guess you're saying that you'll drop Kittle and pick up Tunges if Kittle's rolled out. So if you can't, there's got to be somebody you're not going to be playing this week. You can drop and just have all the options and just pick, play whoever plays. But I would say out of the three, it's Kittle, Johnson, and Tunges. Oop, sorry, Ben. Dang Ray pounded that cold one. Yeah, lots of years of experience, my man. Lots of years of experience. All right, GT. Which game seems most uncertain for the rest of the week? So, that is a good question. So, I would say, are you kidding me? Fucking damn app. Let's see here. So, to be honest, I think a game that is that has a lot of. I think the two games would be right now between the Eagles, Bills, and I think the Seahawks and the Panthers. I think because with how much is at stake with those two games, with the playoffs involved, they're going to end up being a lot like playoff atmospheres. And so I just think with that brings a lot of uncertainty, especially with the Seahawks. They have to go all the way across the country to go to Carolina. That's literally a complete opposite side of the country, and they're playing at noon. So that's big. And the Bills game, the Bills and Eagles have been playing so crazily up and down, up and down. It's really hard to say this team will win, that team will win, because they're both good, they're both talented, they both have their problems. So there's also reason to have that. It's a toss up, to be honest. GT / harder to predict winning teams. Yeah, like I said, that's why I think, like I said, I just think that those two games, and also I think the Cardinals and the Bengals game could be one of those weird games that I think that people might have one way of thinking that the Bengals will go in there and win, but then the Cardinals very well can just stick around. So Nick, Tungus or Loveland? So I would say Loveland. If How about this? If Pearsall, for sure, obviously you're asking if Kittle doesn't play. So if Pearsall does not play, let's say Tungus. But if Loveland plays, I'm saying if Pearsall plays, I'd say I'd go Loveland over Tungus. Ray Gamer. Love the name. Pats or Seahawks defense and standard set. Texans D, who got almost 9, who got 9, almost looked like they were gonna have 15 to 20. Would you play Fannin Jr., Strange, or wait for Kittle and add Tungus? Fannin Jr. He has the injury, but there was no sight. I have him in my league that I'm going for third place. I need him to play. As far as I've read, he should be good to go. There was no setbacks today. I know that he was added yesterday to the injury report late, which is not a good thing when that happens this late in the season, or in the week, I should say, and late in the season as well. But I would say you should be fine with Fannin. And Pats or Seahawks D, I would just go Pats because they're playing the worst team. They're playing the Jets, so just don't get – I know it sucks because Seahawks have been so good, but you want the safer play, just go the Pats. Started running back in a flex. Bucky, Tracy, Jacoby Myers, Michael Wilson. Flex, Michael Wilson, running back. Bannon, is it full PPR? I know it doesn't matter like crazy amount, but it doesn't matter a bit at least. God. Where the hell? Sorry. So I'm still, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go Michael Wilson and Tracy. No, I'm sorry, Bucky Irving. I'm sorry, Bucky Irving and Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson's been killing it. Bucky just has the better team, and they are going against pretty bad team in Miami. Oh, I was referring to waiver ad of the year. It was Rico. I'm in the ship after drafting Malik Neighbors and Mike Evans. Yes, Willis was the man down the stretch with Rico. Yeah, no, and Ryan, you're right. He was definitely and no man, regardless, the Panthers would always manage to find a way to get in the end zone. He's right. Seattle is not. Yeah, no, but you're not. You're right though, Ryan, in that Rico was definitely one of those one of the first month pickups. In that first month pickups, where the people who did pick him up are where you're talking right now in the championship. So that's awesome. Hey, Ray Gamer, appreciate it, dude. We really do appreciate. Hey, tip to the cap to you, my man. We really appreciate the support here. And we have the Patreon. That if you're interested, you can always join. We're always in there. It's a great community. Where are we at here? Yeah. Oop. You can join it when we give all these type of things out. We're coming up soon. We're gonna be having fantasy playoff leagues. We're gonna be having playoff leagues going into next year. Or not playoff, but fantasy leagues going into next year to have all you guys join. With the like I said, with the Discord, it's a huge Patreon and Discord. It's a great community. It's growing. We got over 50, 60 people in there. And it's not just only fantasy. There's other things, betting, other sports and stuff like that. So, and again, to thank all the people in the Patreon and that help us out and support us. Shout out to everybody. We really, really do appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing and really help us out. So thank you so much for doing that. Bandit, full PPR. Yeah, so it's Bucky. It's for sure Michael Wilson. You could maybe convince me to play Tracy Jr. over Bucky, but I would just play Bucky. My bad. Hold on, let me get this band on my face. Where is that? There it is. My bad. But yes, yes, definitely, definitely welcome. Oh yeah. Thank you. Yes, GT. Yes, thank you for reminding me. He does get a chug. New subscribers get a chug. Thank you for reminding me. I completely slipped my mind. Thank you, Stan. Good shit. GT holding me accountable for good things. I appreciate that. Oops, sorry. All right, Ryan. While I get this chug set up for Ray Gamer. Also, I have Jay Cook. Does that mean it's less logical for me to start Tila over Allen? It would not. Or if not, would you also suggest starting Strange over John Johnson or Tila Strange stack? Let me scroll up. Let's see. Whoa. All the way back to the top. So you got Fannin Junior. Well, that's Ray Game. Sorry, Ryan. My bad. Scroll back up to find your stuff here. So I would say that. Yeah, you gotta start. Yeah, so I guess here's the thing, man. If you have James Cook and you have Josh Allen, you have the entire rushing scoring offense in your team. That's just really tough to not want to totally rail on and get on board with. But at the same time, what you're throwing down here, I guess you know what I've asked Rob about this. I'm telling you right now, I've asked Rob about stacks. He said, do not don't change what you're doing for the better plays for stacks. So, based on what you were saying a little bit earlier with the quarterback situation with T-Law and Burrow and Allen, which is a great combination to go through at the moment. Here's the thing, dude. The Bills are at home. They play so good at home. I just would hate for you to do not play, because again, Josh Allen got you here too. He did. So I would just really hate for you to do that and come back here and tell me, God damn it, Ray, you fucking raid me. And I'll be like, well, yeah, you had Ray's nuts in a hard spot there. So, but honestly, no, I still would go Fannin Jr. because I think if Rob was on here, I think Rob would probably end up telling you go Burrow, Allen, and Fannin Jr. Could be wrong, but So I've asked him many questions about those players. But, I mean, here's the thing. T-Law has been playing amazing. So it's like to not play him, especially with a game that they need to win on the road and indoors against a spiraling indie team. So that's where, like, I mean, I'm with you to where you might want to start, not start Josh Allen, but Josh Allen is also the second best player in the NFL at the moment. Pretty damn close. If not, he's a top 5 overall. Like, the guy's a stud. So I just would have a very, 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 very hard time sitting him right now. That's just me. You know what I mean? I'm the Ray. I'm the big Ray, but because I have Josh Allen, and he got me almost to my championship. He got me in the 3rd place game, but I guess again it comes down to what your passing and scoring touchdowns is, Ryan. Because is it 6 points for passing or 4 points for passing? Because that goes a very long way for my determination of what you should do with that type of stuff. But I'm still starting Fan Jr. if it's like. I still, like I said, yeah. Yeah, but you might want to consider John Johnson as well. I mean, he's not going to be a bad play. GT, rain. Yep, get the chug. I'm getting that ready here in 1 second. Connor, Neely, Taysom Hill, Taylor Warren. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tyler Warren just because Taysom Hill is just too volatile to where like they use him for a lot of different ways, but if Dron Johnson was hurt, I'd say Hill, but that's just go Warren. They're gonna need it. He should still be able to get like a 5 for 40 as a floor. Ryan, yes, and I'm telling you, the stack has been great, but listen, outside Kincaid, so it was the perfect stack, but those tight ends threw a wrench in it all. Yeah, I get it, man. And then he also said down here, yes, but we had those games where, yeah, I know. So that's where I'm saying, dude, like 4 points. All right, 4 points, but that's why it's important for Kincaid to be playing well. It was either a Josh Allen rush TD, Jace Cook, and Kincaid. That's what I'm not. Yeah. So, like, I mean, dude, Ryan, I mean, I mean, it's just that's one of those things, dude, where if you really want my gut feeling on your whole situation, dude, I'm playing Josh Allen, and I'm playing Burrow. Oh wait, hold on. You said it's 4 passing, 4 points for passing. Well, then, god damn, dude, then you're playing Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen. I mean, it's just, brother, it's not good weather all. Yeah, but here's the thing, Ryan, is that I get what you're saying. Rain, steady rain, turning to snow. But here's the thing, bro, is like there was I think it was a Buffalo game a couple weeks ago where it was snowing like crazy and they scored each like 30 fucking points. So now rain to snow, which comes to ice, that's a little more tricky, but so yeah, I mean, you're asking me, I mean, you go with your gut, it's your team. Please, like, I'm not trying. I mean, I'm not like being argumentative with you, bro. It's like I just want you to. I want you, Ryan, to have. I want you to win, and it's just. I just personally cannot believe you have Josh Allen, Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. So that's also true. It's also true, Ryan. All right. Well, everybody, it's getting late here. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I'm gonna take this chug for Ray Gamer. Get your last questions in here. Oh, brother, I could crazy. Let's see here. Philly special, AJ Brown or Jennings. So Dron Jennings or Either way, AJ Brown. It's AJ Brown, my man. Appreciate it, Bandit. Be chugging this like for our new subscriber, Ray Gamer. Shout out to the name Ray. Thank you, Bandit. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Ryan, I mean, it sucks, but like I am a firm believer, my man. To be honest, like you drafted Josh Allen for a reason. Where as high as you did. I know he's been a roller coaster, but you will literally want to take this and do that if you sit. Because I saw your comment earlier that we've gone through the couple, 2 to 3 point games, and all of a sudden turns around and gets a 30 to 40 point game. I don't want to be on the wrong side of that 30 to 40 point game and have him on my bench. Anybody else got any other questions? Philly special. Yeah, I just worry about the snow in Buffalo if I start AJ Brown. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're asking a Bears fan here, Philly, that Dron Jennings was asked something about the Bears, and he at his locker, he was just like, I've watched like a game, and yeah, I'm not too worried about them. So like, just putting up that locker room material for the Bears, where the Bears right now, I know they won the division. They're going to be riding high. They're riding. I mean, they had the crazy game ending last week and this and that, but Ben Johnson is a different animal, and he has this team thinking a different mentality than the Bears have really thought in a long time. So I would just be a little worried that Jennings could have a bad game. But here's the thing. They have a much better weather game. So if you are worried about it, Philly, please then just play Jennings, because Jennings isn't going to be bad. Like, I'm not saying, I just think that Purdy might not have a good game because he might throw a couple picks potentially, maybe, But yeah, I mean, that is a thing to worry about. I mean, the snow, but everybody's said, here's the thing. If people do worry about it, but like I'm telling you guys, there are so many games that people, they think it's going to be it's bad. Well, they not think, but they know it's going to be a bad weather game, but they think it's going to be a bad fantasy game. And all of a sudden, big games happen. Like, it's just, it doesn't matter as much as people think, unless it's just an absolutely crazy fucking game. So, Skull Dragon. Bonjour, bro. What's up? Not much, my man. What's going on? Just holding down the fort for Rob and Co, man. Dron Jennings is the last person we were concerned about wide receiver this year. Super safe play. So there you go. I mean, but here's the thing, Ryan. It's like AJ Brown could put up a fucking 25 to 30 point game, and then you play Jennings and it gets you 8 to 10. I know we're playing the what if game, but at the same time, Ryan, unless it's literally the Bills matchup this week. Yeah. Who should I start as my jerk off one? Abella Danger or Riley Reed? The new compilation kind of hot right now. Jesus Christ, State. Abella's not bad, clearly, though. They're not. Those are both good options. Can't go wrong. But All right, getting your last questions in here because I mean that's where we're at. I got bigger fish to fry with meats, if you will. Gotta get my meat sweats in. So AJ Brown could also run off the field and go full AB at any point. Yeah, he is a super fucking big diva, Brian. You're 100% right about that. He's out there, man. He's not. I mean, he's not like he's not weirdly out there. Like, is he? Like, he is a pretty smart guy. It's just he's just a whiny bitch. To be honest, he's a whiny bitch. J Bob come at me with that, but he is. It is what it is. But all right, I'm literally hopping off here in the next minute. So if anybody has any other questions, please just throw them on in. Otherwise, I am out of here. Yeah, 100%, Ryan. This is exactly what he's fucking doing, dude. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, I am going to be getting going here. Let me see. Right. Yeah. Yes, and is anybody taking the time to share with you about the Word of God? Oh boy. Nice try. Well, everybody, I'm hopping off. I appreciate you guys all the sport here, love and respect. You guys any last minute questions? Send them into the Discord. Join the Patreon, join the Discord. More than happily answer them there. Otherwise, I will be seeing you guys, I'm sure, tomorrow and probably Monday as well, especially if the Bears pull it out and my fantasy team pulls it out. So, yes, sir, Ryan, we will become champions Monday, my man. My nickname is Ray, but my name is Ryan. So, I'm with you, Ryan. Peace and love, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.